So recently there's been a few nice additions to the little studio I'm trying to create here, and one of them being the microphone stand here. So I bought this as a full kit. I made a video on it. I think if you're a new entry YouTuber, it is one of the best kits you can get. This whole stand and a microphone, $40. You do need to fork out another 25-ish to get a phantom power supply for it. But this is the first time, by just changing the adapter, that I'm using it with the Yeti. So pretty nice. I can just move it around whenever I need. And for videos like this where I have to stand up, it's like almost a necessity. Now also adding into the circle of upgrades here, we have this box here. The Neewer, I think that's how you pronounce it. Little budget, I guess you could call it. Lighting that they have for YouTube studio type deals. Now the box isn't too big, as you can see there's about the length of me, a ruler's length. And funnily enough, I ordered it in Australia here, so it's already distributed across the world, because normally with, I think it's a United States brand, it takes a while to kind of get things spread out to other countries. And we always get shafted here in Australia. Funnily enough, I know it comes from Australia because it comes with a domestic violence advertisement. Together, let's be COVID safe. Download the COVID safe app, and tough times don't excuse tougher times at home. There's no place for domestic violence. Help is here, contact. So that is one of the most interesting extras I've got in a product I've ever bought online. So there you go. So we're gonna open up this. I've had it for a day or two now, but I thought before I set it up, I'll make a video on it, unboxing, showing you how it is, and then I'll make a video with it following this, because I'm going to try and make a lot of YouTube videos today. I think it'd be a really good way to get the experience with it firsthand, not just coming at it like from a perspective of, you know, you have all this different lighting, you're used to it. This is going to be purely going from no lighting in the small kind of setup I have here, which is the bare minimum really, to finally adding in some lighting, probably behind the monitors, to help my sim racing and all the video creation and stuff. So it's starting to look legit, you know, got the microphone stand, we'll get these lights set up. So one thing when I looked at kind of online, kind of took me by surprise when it comes to this, is how small the product packaging actually is. But it was kind of off-putting almost, but it actually turns out that in this aspect, size does not really matter too much. I mean, it does if you're trying to get super extravagant lighting for a massive room or something. Well, that's upside down. Don't do that. Look for the logo, clearly. 101 unboxing. And there we go. So they are very, very small panels. Make it L-shaped with your fingers. You can see it takes up the full length of it there. But from what I've seen, these little guys can output a lot of brightness, changing the whole kind of setup. And this is coming in at about, what did I get it for? 85 Australian dollars or something like that. I mean, that's considering the cost of producing it in the States or wherever this business is from, shipping it over to across the world. And we normally get shafted on prices of import duties and stuff. Like, for instance, if you have a Mustang in the States, what you get it for like 40,000, 35,000, the budget version. We only get the premium version here, and brand new, they're $70,000. So just double it, for example. So that's kind of the prices we get left with. So let's unbox this and see exactly what we're working with. All right, lifting up the panels here, sliding the nice part across. It looks like a little miniature TV or something. So this little latch here you can lift up, quite a hard little plastic, but the idea is that it almost is like its own miniature soft box where the light isn't so piercing and kind of just makes it too bright that you can't actually see very well. So there's a little soft box of that one. Here we have the other panel, and you can see USB powered straight in. We have a toggle switch here, on and off, up and down. I believe there's 10 different brightness settings. Also on the box, lifting up the next section, get rid of that. We have the little miniature stand. Now it looks like almost like a little torch or something. Really interesting. Slide that down. And here we have, so it's almost like they connect on the end or something. I don't know. Let's look at the installation instructions first of all. Here's the rest of the parts. Literally, there's like 3 parts to this. We've got the 2 stands, 2 attachment clips, 2 screens. I believe these contract pretty well. Let's have a look in here. Neewer customer service. Okay. Installation instructions. Not very in-depth, believe it or not. So manual LED light for live show. 66 LED lights. Models, up key, accessories. You can see the stick expands. A, B, and C. So selfie stick, ball head, and light. There you go. That is actually the installation instructions. There was none. So that's good to know. But I believe, let's just start messing with stuff, right? It pulls up. I believe it opens up, does it? Ooh. Ooh. What's happening here? It's business now. So it comes actually attached upside down, because that's actually meant to be the bottom. So that screw is there because it can work into a selfie stick as well as the actual stand. And then we have for installation. So to give you an idea, that's my mic boom arm simulator I sit in, and this deck's height is probably 1 meter high. So they're not super high. If your monitor height is anything to go by, you can see that we have the 27-inch here, and 2 different scenarios. So the little adapter that comes with it, I put in the top here to help with the angle of this one. It actually gives it another 1 or 2 inch height. So very budget lighting. I think the height is the lowest you'd want it. Like, it can't reach behind the monitor and up and over, which is a little bit unfortunate. It's a little bit higher, wouldn't perfect for that aspect. Maybe what I'll do is try and, because these are all universal clips, right? And then instructions are so bare minimum, it's really just like slam it together. Right, so I'm thinking I might be able to screw this one in again, have one where it's a bit taller, try and get it to sit on top of a book or something over the back of the monitor, and I have another one coming in from a side view or something like that. Quite up to you how you want to do it and play around with the lighting. That's exactly what we're going to do now. There's the setup ready to go. We'll plug it in and see the difference. All I'm doing right now is running off the ceiling light, and it's not a nice light, it's like a yellow base. So, alright, sitting on the computer now. Microphone's turned around here. You can see I've placed one light just to the left of the screen there, running the cord along the back, and it's plugged into the USB power, which is why it's lit up like that. This is the problem though with your USB power, that you probably need to run adapters, plug into a power point or something in the back corner. I've only got one power point in this room that we're renting. It's unreal. Now one I've got up the back there, and it looks like it's leaning down because it is. It's standing on a box, but it's a thin box, and the actual triangle shape, you can see down here, will not fit on it. So this is a problem with it being short. It would have been a little bit more to reach up and over the monitor. That would have been awesome. For now, that's going to count okay. And the light is turned off up there. So we'll get our Stream Labs going. All right, so here we go. Now I'm going to press record on this, and you can see average lighting. We've got one window over there, that's all we have. We'll now go and turn on this left one over here, give it a trial. We've got power on. Oh my God. Now, I don't know what setting that is on, but man, that is something. Okay, so let's go down. Using the stick, there's 1 down, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And that's actually quite nice, looking at it from this view. It's gonna be hard to pick up exactly the kind of what we're playing with power-wise on here, but you can see the soft little box that comes with the little insert actually works quite well. And looking at the screen here, so it doesn't blow the camera's lens out too much. There's setting 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, that has some power. Holy, okay. Now that's just got the one on. Turning on PowerPoint number 2 over here. We've got this one, we've got the on off. Bang. It has to be on setting 10. We'll turn it down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this one's on setting 2 or something. Look at the screen. There's what we're playing with. You need to make sure they're not in point of view. Like peripherals, okay, you don't pick up too much, but this one on the right, when I'm looking at this main screen here, it's like, whoa, that is intensive. But super powerful for the size that they are. Super powerful. I think that's on level 3 right there. 4. Definitely not going to run it on 10. That's absolutely true for that. But super happy with them. I feel like I've got a little studio now. going. If you are someone that does kind of like interviews and stuff and has to have the lighting a little bit further away and higher, obviously these are not going to work. It's just not going to work. They're too small, they're too budget. You're going to need some big ones and big softbox lighting to really light up the whole room. But if you're like a little gaming YouTuber, or you know, just do, I don't know, even some podcasting where you're on like a Zoom call or a big chat with everyone's little cameras, where you just can have a little lighting on the bench like this. Super good, recommend them, and you can't really get anything around this price. So if you're on the market for it, just like I was, for some lighting, because at night time you can't do any recording because it flashes, it's just too dark, this is the savior. So I highly recommend them. Really good price. Neewer is a really good brand. I hope you found this one helpful, and if it did, then to help out the small channels, you can always hit the like button to kind of help out the algorithm, and subscribe to see any future content, because I'll always do first looks or / reviews, unboxings of any new products I get, and there will definitely be some new simulator racing stuff coming up. So thanks for watching, guys. I will see you next time.